Okay, 1, 2, 3, can you hear me? Hello guys, can you hear me well? Please write plus in the chat if yes. Okay, so first I would like to thank you very much for coming. It is just the first one and the only Zoom class about our course Life Insights and Guide for Young Researchers. And first I would like to ask all of you, all the students who can speak Russian, to listen to me attentively. So only for those who fluently speak Russian.
Да, все нормально же. Я ничего плохого в твоем глазу не вижу. Выглядит, короче, как обычный глаз.
Евгения, да, спасибо, что выключили микрофон. Пожалуйста, да, русскоязычные студенты, все те, кто не учится на направлениях подготовки, которые подразумевают изучение этой дисциплины на английском языке, у вас у всех есть возможность пройти этот курс на русском языке с русскими вопросами, сдавая итоговое задание на русском языке. И если вы записались на дисциплину Life and Science, но по факту можете проходить этот курс и хотите проходить его полностью на русском языке, вы можете присоединиться к этому курсу и Zoom, который начнется позже, он начнется ровно в 5 вечера, вот, на котором мы будем разговаривать с русскоязычной аудиторией об этом курсе. Вот. Просто для того, чтобы вы не теряли время. Все те студенты, чьи образовательные программы подразумевают изучение этой дисциплины на английском языке, вот, пожалуйста, оставайтесь. Сейчас мы будем обсуждать тогда эту дисциплину на английском языке. Вот, пожалуйста, напишите, не знаю, я в чат все те, кто могут пройти эту дисциплину на русском языке. Вот, вижу, отлично. Анатолий. Да, смотрите, если вы можете осваивать дисциплину на русском, можете тогда сейчас отключаться, подключаться к нам в 5 часов вечера. Будем обсуждать. Я думаю, что для вас тот Zoom будет более актуален. Вот, хорошо. Все, отлично, да. Чтобы перейти с... Да, ссылка будет другая. Чтобы перейти с англоязычной дисциплины на русскоязычную дисциплину, нужно будет написать на почту softskills@itmo.ru. Вот. Okay, so for now we have only those students who would like to study this course only in English language, and so we're going to start. Okay, so today we are going to describe you what is this course about, and to give you some basic information about the content of the course, and to answer the most frequently asked question, which is how to receive your pass score for this course. And right now I would like to present Olga Ichevskaya, who's one of the authors of this course, yes, and she will give you just a short 5 minutes description about this course, what is it about, and give you all the important information about how to receive your pass scores. At the same time, if you have any questions, like administrative one, you can write in this chat, and I and my colleague Sofia Antipova will answer on it.
Thank you, Natalia. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. Great. I won't keep it long. I will just say that when we were designing this course, the idea was to introduce you briefly to the key things you might need when beginning to build your academic career. So we won't be focusing on like the very basics, but we will provide you with the tools which can help you with careers in science, and maybe not only the classical career of a scientist, but also the other ways of professional development in science. More precisely, we invite you to try one of the 3 roles. You can be either a scientist or a science communicator or an entrepreneur. So someone who earns money based on the scientific developments. And the course consists on 7 blocks, which will give you the tools you will need for each of the 3 tracks. And at the end of the day, you will know what as a science communicator, as an entrepreneur, or as a scientist, you need to be successful in your academic career. So this is the introductory slide, which says that this is basically the aim of the course, to introduce you to possible scientific careers, including but not limited to the career of classical scientist. Can we have the next slide, please? Can we? Probably at some point. So this course consists of 7 parts. The first is an introductory part. The next 2 are related to the career of an academic scientist. So the module 2 is about writing academic papers, and the module 3 is about the indicators of academic productivity for scientists and for journals, for academic publications, so that you have your map and making a wise decision on where to publish, whom to have as a supervisor, etc. The next 2 blocks are about self-presentation and personal efficiency. And these modules will be particularly useful for, thank you for choosing. These are the titles of the modules of the course. Introductory one, publications in bibliography and scientometrics, what I mentioned. Then effectiveness in self-presentation will be about how to better organize your time, how to plan your activities better, how to present your ideas so everybody remembers only your presentation, and other things which help you to communicate effectively to your colleagues and to the wider academic audiences. The 6th module is commercialization of research. And here we will talk about how to find grants and stipends for funding your research or for studying abroad. And also we'll talk about finding investments for your startups or for commercializing the developments you will probably invent, and how to talk to people who have money and who can invest money in your particular project. And at the end of the course, you will have the module on tools, which has some practical instruments for making your presentations better, for organizing teamwork, for simplifying your work with bibliographies, etc. So, and these 7 modules are the building blocks of the course. The first and the last one doesn't have any graded assignments, and the other modules have the tests which you will need to pass at the end of each module, and this will be a big part of your grade, but not the crucial one. Can we have the next slide, please? Yes. So in order to pass the course, you will need to watch video lectures and answer the questions after them. So each module consists of 5 to 7 short video lectures, like about 10 minutes long. And at the end of each lecture, you will have 3 questions about the key moments, key points you need to memorize from the lecture. Then at the end of each module, you will have the final test, the module test, which will be graded. And you will have, overall, you will have 5 tests. Each of them will be graded. And altogether, the tests will contribute to 40% of your grade. For each of the tests, you need to receive more than 70% of correct answers. Yes, except for the tests, you will need to do the final assignment. And here we are coming back to the 3 scientific careers I mentioned at the beginning. So if you are into the career of a scientist, you write an outline of a scientific article. We will put the detailed explanations of what an outline is in the course materials, but if you will have a question, I can talk a bit more about this. If you are training yourself as a science communicator, then you film a little video, like 2 minutes long video about the scientific discipline you are in. Your purpose is to talk about your discipline in a way that it will be interesting to wider audience, not only to the professionals in your area. So you need to make an entertaining video about your scientific discipline. And if you are trying yourself as an entrepreneur, then you are writing a grant application outline. Outline is a 2-page document, so it's not a big thing. Don't be afraid. It's just a very short piece of writing, and you will have the detailed requirements of what exactly you need to put in each of the assignments. So you do the tests, you do one of the 3 final assignments, and finally, after you submitted your final assignments, you grade, you give the feedback to 5 of your peers. The educational platform on which the course is available will randomly select for you 5 papers of your peers, and you will grade them and provide an extended and constructive feedback on these papers. Your goal is to be constructive and to give the feedback which will help your colleagues to make their papers better, to improve their work. So these are the 3 components, the 3 red ticks on the slide: module tests, final assignment, and giving feedback to your peers, which will contribute to the final grade you will get. 40 points for the tests maximum if you pass all of the tests with maximum grade, then 40 points for the final assignment, and 20 points for the feedback. So this is how the 100% of your grade is composed. That's probably it. As for the dates, this is probably the final slide, which will show you before switching to questions. Course dates are from October 4th, November 7th, and these are the key points. So we will have a consultation about the final assignments when you start thinking about your assignment, and probably have questions. How is your plan? Is it possible? Is it suitable? Etc. On October 18th, we will have a consultation and we will answer all your questions about the final assignment. October 24th is the deadline for uploading the assignment, and then we will have time to grade your assignments a week. And then we will have, for those of you who submitted the final assignment, we will have on November 1 a consultation about the mistakes. If you submitted your assignment in advance, you will have a chance to improve your paper and submit it again. November 7 is the final deadline for uploading the corrected version. And then we will check again your corrected works, and these are the deadlines which you will have for each of the points. So November 14th is the final date when we will check all your corrected works, and you will have your grade for your final assignments. That's it probably. And if you don't know what to do, there are 3 ways of getting answer to your question. First, you can write, if the question is directly related to the course, please write to the first email, softskills.edu@itmo.ru. If you have some organizational or administrative issues, then use another email. And it's really better for you to direct the questions on the content to the first email and questions on the administrative things on the second email. This guarantees that you will get your answer quicker if you send it to the correct address. And finally, if you have some questions about the course contents and about the contents of particular lectures, use the course forum, please. We are active on the forum. We are checking the forum every day. So we will give our answers on the forum, and your peers can use these forums as well. So those guys who have the same questions can just check the forum and get the answer that you got already. So 2 emails and course forum. I would engage you to use the forum actively, because you can help each other there, and you can really quickly receive an answer about the particular lectures and particular subjects we are discussing. So that's it. If my colleagues want to add something, welcome. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them.
Hi, I have a question, please. So what's the email who can send you any question if I want to asking for something?
If you have a question about the course, about the content, or some things related directly to the course, this is the first email, softskills.edu@itmo.ru. Yeah. And the second email, soft skills at ITMO, this one is for organizational issues. So you will have this presentation available in the course. We will upload it into the course space, and you can check each email to use at any moment when you need it. As for joining the forum, I see the question in the chat. Everyone who is signed up for the course get access to the forum automatically, and you will see it from the course environment on the platform.
In open education.ru,
It's Eduardo platform. It looks the same as OpenEdu, but it's Eduardo.studio or whatever. Natasha, how?
We will share the link once again here. But at the same time, we suppose that you've already received the link to your email from their Eduardo.studio platform. If no, please. Yes, my colleagues will share the link to this course right now. Just a moment.
Can you write in the chat?
Yes, of course, sure.
I have a question. We should get all the 70 points to finish the course successfully, but does the scale exist? I mean, how many points is enough for A mark, for B mark, and so on? We
don't have any kind of scaling here because you only can receive a pass score for this course.
Okay.
And that's it, yes. So please, guys, pay special attention on these criteria, on these points that you receive. So you have all the tests and you can answer all the tests. And if you answer them on maximum 100%, it means that you receive 40 points. I hope it's quite clear. And at the same time, you have to complete the final assessment task. And if you complete it with the maximum points, which starts from 0, and the maximum here is 10 points, you receive, instead of 10 points, 40 points. I hope it's right. So if you get, for example, 6 points, you just multiply it to 4, and then you understand that you receive 24 points. Is it clear? If it is not clear, please write minus in the chat and we'll try to explain once again. And for the final, and one of the most important part in the whole test, oh, I see. So I will repeat once again. So one of the most important parts here is the feedback that you can provide to all your colleagues. So after you've completed the tests, after you've uploaded the final assessment article or grant application or a link to a video file, it doesn't matter. You have to stay on the platform and give a feedback to 5 assessment documents or links or anything of your colleagues. This means that you have to watch the video you've received and to check it through the criteria you've provided, or you have to look through the grant application outline and give a feedback and score it, or to give scores to the outline of a scientific article. Okay, so once again, for those who did not quite completely understand. So first, you have to receive some points with the help of module tests and the final test. So as you can see here, the course is open now. So,
okay, but okay, I'm sorry, but how can I log in? What's the login of this soft skills ITMO?
Once again, so you actually you have first to register, and there is a link to the short instruction how to navigate the Eduardo platform. Can you see it in the chat?
I must register first.
Yes, sure, because it's online platform. So there is a link. Can you see, Yulia, can you please help me and once again send it to our chat, please? First, you register, of course, beforehand. Yes. And the link to the guide.
Okay, and after that, we must to answer in the question in this soft skill in this site, in this platform.
Yes, so there is a course content, there are video lectures and questions that you have to answer. And right now the course is open. And first you just come see this platform and answer all the questions. It is just step number 1. And when you answer all these questions, you receive some scores, okay? And when you receive 100 scores here for all the tests, you receive the maximum 40 points.
It's like a progress.
Yes, it's like a progress only for the test part.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay, is it clear?
Yes, and then after you received these maximum 40 points, you have to receive at least 30. Am I right? I think my calculations are right. So yes, then you start your final assessment task, which you are welcome to choose by yourself. The first one is an outline of a scientific article. The second one can be a video about scientific discipline. And the third one, the grant application outline. When you choose, you can choose either one of them, which is most suitable for you. You upload it to the platform. When you've uploaded it, you're welcome to give a feedback to at least 5 colleagues that have done the same thing, that have uploaded their final assessment task. And when we sum up all these results of these 3 activities, we receive your final score. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
I understand the whole point, but like the main way is to make one of these 3 formats assignments. We can start to thinking about or doing it right now, or we have to wait until we finish the course online. We can't hear you.
No.
Sorry. Thank you very much for your question. The point, let's go back to the dates and the terms and the deadlines. So we would like to have the following timeline. So right now the course is open and the whole course and all the course materials will be available till November 7th. So we look here.
Okay.
And on October 18th, we will have the Zoom consultation and we will talk about final assignment. So there are some specialists who are particularly aware of how to help you with this final assignment if you have different questions. For example, you would like to write down an outline of a scientific paper and you don't know how to start and you don't know what you are supposed to do after you have seen all the lectures. And you can just come to this Zoom consultation and we will discuss your topic in person and give you some useful hints of how to make this assessment if you have chosen one of 3 types of these assessments. And then you have at least 1 week to upload this material to the platform. So the deadline there is 24th of October. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Please,
thank you very much.
Yes. And if you have some issues, if you have some problems, or this outline is not just a rocket science outline because you made it for the first time in your life, and if you had any difficulties and if you would like to make it better, it's possible to receive a feedback from the teachers who've checked this outline and to upload it once again. But this option is provided only for those who actually uploaded it for the first time till the 21st of October.
Okay, Pete. Now I am in the site, Eduardo, and I open my courses. I register in this site, and I open my courses, and they tell me to по-русски создать курс прямо сейчас. To do the courses now. And what's the next step after we register in this?
The next step is to find in my courses this course, and if you don't have it there, you could just write to softskills.itmo.ru, and my colleagues will help you to receive this link once again. Or we will check if you have registered with the same email that was provided in ISU, because we've manually sent all the registration emails on the emails we had, because we've downloaded it from ISU, and we can just check if everything is right with your email.
Okay, thank you.
Can we collaborate when we will doing our final task, or it have been done by ourselves?
It's a personal task, so you're welcome to make it by your own.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, will there be recording from this meeting somewhere?
Yes, of course, we'll download it. We will upload it to our platform. I think, yes, in 2 or 3 days time.
Okay, to Eduardo, right?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? I see some questions in chat.
Now I am in the главной странице in Edward. Where I go to the course and answer.
There is a link. There is a link in the chat, and you can subscribe for the course. I've sent it right now. Life in Science Guide for Young Researchers. Yes. Can you see it?
In the chat?
Yes, in the chat or on my screen.
So,
my screen.
Each model has from 1 to half 1 hour of video test. Okay.
And you just click on subscribe to the course, and that's it.
The PISTA course. Before the register or after the register?
After you've registered on the platform.
Okay.
Okay, all those people who did not receive the confirmation email from the Eduardo platform, please first check your spam folder, and if there isn't any letter from us or from info.eduardo.studio email, you can write us to this email, softskills.itmo.ru, and we will add you manually to the platform.
Okay, we watch this video, and after that we answer in the question. It's like in the Open Edu.
Yes, it's like just a classical online course, but you should pay special attention that here it is essential to provide a feedback to your colleagues. It's not the task where you're supposed to upload some files made by your own to answer some tests, and that's it. It is very important to check 5 assignments of your colleagues, because otherwise it won't be like a soft skills course. It won't provide you with different communication skills and skills to provide the constructive feedback.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And we definitely recommend you highly to come to our next Zoom session, which is going to be on the 18th of October, where we'll discuss how to improve your final assessment assignment, how to make it from the very beginning the most efficient, and answer all the questions about it. The spam folder is empty. So Ivan, can you write us to soft skills email, please?
So to sum up the thing about the final assignments, please start thinking about it as early as possible. So now the course is open. And if you start this week, start watching the videos, read the description of the assignments and choose one of the three. And like the earlier you start thinking about it, the more useful will be for you the consultation on 18th of October.
And some information for those who would like to choose another soft skills course. It is actually possible. And there are about 3 online courses that are provided on English language. And if you would like to change the course, you're welcome to write down to soft skills email, softskills.itmo.ru. And my colleagues will help you with coming to any other soft skills course. Okay, do we have any other questions?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a question too early, but I was wondering, the video is like we have to present, to do like a presentation, or like we have to make it I don't know, editing and to make it a professional video, or just us talking in the video?
We are not going, thank you for your question. We're not going to assess the quality of the video content which you provide by a professional camera or by a camera of your, for example, smartphone. It actually doesn't matter. We're going to access the content and your soft skills. For example, your presentation skills. It is important for us, where do you put your camera? For example, you can put it somewhere just close to you and look not only on the camera, but I don't know, on street, on any other people, and talk to them, and it won't be scored and it won't receive so many points as if you start looking on the camera and talking to us and talking to camera as to us and all the real people.
Thank you.
There are subtitles, yes. You can open the subtitles in this course. Yes, I think if we don't have any other questions, we can sum up again with these deadlines, with this presentation, which will be available everywhere. And you are welcome to come to us to Lomonosova Street if you are in St. Petersburg, Russia, and ask us all the questions if you're here, or write us through the email, which you can see on the screen.
Which email, please?
Soft skills,
ITMO. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's always the same.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Yeah, I do have a question, man.
Okay, so everybody who doesn't have any questions is welcome to disconnect. And if you have any questions, you can stay here. I think I will stop.